now about heading to our normal work session meeting. Today is December 16th. It is now 5:31 p.m. I would like to entertain a call to order and roll call. Starting from my left,
Councilwoman Diane Howard.
Councilman Darrell Honoré.
Mayor Reynolds.
Mayor Pro Tem Amelia Emmons.
Councilwoman Vanessa Wynn.
Thank you so much. At this time, moment of silence. Please silence all phones if you can. All right, thank you. At this time, council, we do have an amendment that I want to bring up to the agenda tonight before you make your motion. We have a visitor today. She's from the land bank. And let me get her full name. I don't want to miss her full name. All right. Miss Tamika Churchill, Executive Director of the DeKalb Regional Land Bank Authority. She's here today with Mr. Fred Reynolds, that is heading, of course, our downtown development LDDA, and he brought her to us this evening. I would like her to be added to the agenda, but I would like her to go first before the discussion item, if that's possible.
Another amendment.
Okay,
I would like to remove discussion item D. I just wait for that.
okay. All right, so whoever makes that motion, can you make those amendments for us?
Right. Give me your name one more time.
Her first name is Tamika, last name Churchill.
Okay. I would like to make a motion to approve the agenda for December 16th. And adding with the change to add Ms. Tamika Churchill and to remove Dees. And Ms. Churchill will be going first.
All right, is there a second? Addition to, public comments, okay. There also is a change for public comment. Did you need that? Where did you need that?
I need it directly after the approval of the agenda.
Okay, got you.
After what?
The approval of the agenda. Public comments.
Okay. Do I need to start over?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I would like to approve the work session for December the 16th. We're gonna add the public comments, and then we're gonna add Ms. Tamika Churchill, and we're gonna delete item D.
Perfect. All right, second, please.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? All right, ayes have it. Thank you so much. At this time, public comments. You have any? Good evening.
You smell like Lithonia High School on me.
Yes.
PTSA, Carlene Anderson, 2580 Wiggins Street. I just want to address everyone here. Thank you so much for Mayor and Councilman Honoré and Mayor Pro Tem Amelia Inman for arriving in support of our Reflections program last month, November. This is December, right? In November, it was a wonderful show of community support and partnership. The students were very much encouraged by your presence and to hear more about your mentorship program. Councilman Honoré, thank you for being a member of our PTSA. It is not just for parents, not just for teachers and students. Members of the community can be as well. And I would like for you all to keep an open ear because we need to petition you for financial support as well, okay? To your credit, Chief DJ, I just want to say thank you for the partnership that Success Mentorship has with us as well. You would have been proud to see how the donations from Officer King with the tree for the Festival of Lights and all of that we have on display over there. We had a wonderful reception for the teachers today. How are you, Councilwoman Wynn?
I'm doing good.
Good to see you. Your hair is lovely. And we're just trying to, as the principals say there, change the narrative we're trying to tell a better story than what's been told already about Lithonia High School and Lithonia generally. We are transplants, in case you didn't catch the accent. I was born in Jamaica, grew up in New Jersey, like some other people I know. And so we came to Georgia, hearing about Gwinnett County. And so that's where my son was going to school. That's where I was teaching for 6 years before an injury took me out of the classroom. And so when we came to Lithonia, just to give you a little bit of my story, it came as a reason for starting a business, which didn't happen. After I got hurt, I left the workforce. And so I had to immerse myself in the community. And in so doing, I started with the Historic Preservation Commission with your encouragement. And after my tenure there ended, I went on to the library, Friends of the Library. My son was at Arabia Mountain for a season, and when that season ended, the Lord opened a door over there for us at Lithonia High School. And so we're vested, right? And we want to see good, and we want to partner with you, and we want to change the narrative, as I said. If I can switch from my PTSA cap for a moment to my resident of Lithonia on Wiggin Street, the concern that I would like to share with you all is having to do with when I walk my dog and the broken sidewalk on Wiggin Street, that the uneven terrain, for lack of a better term, with the brokenness of the sidewalk really gives my back. So part of my history, like I said, is the injury that I sustained that took me out of the classroom. And so I've been hearing a lot about what is to be done for that parking lot. I didn't mention about the tires that almost get blown driving through that lot, but just the sidewalk and being able to safely navigate there. So I want us to see what we can do about advancing that agenda. Because when last I came to City Council, not the millage meeting, but the one before that, I got a little bit discouraged, just to be honest, because I found that government was moving very slowly. You are the government about whom I speak, right? And I don't know what's taking so long with that sidewalk. Do you know?
Chief, you want to talk about that on Wiggin Street where the parking lot?
No, I haven't seen you in a long time. Sorry.
So the sidewalk on Wiggin Street, what's taking so long is we're acquiring the building for the parking lot.
Yes, sir.
So it's all one big project.
Uh-huh.
So there's just a lot of surveying and paperwork that has to go to acquire the building.
Okay.
Like, we're waiting on a title to come back for the building.
Okay.
Because that building, we're gonna acquire it, knock it down, that's gonna be the entrance.
Okay.
So we gotta encompass it all in one big project.
I hear you, Chief. Thank you for that. But in the meantime, should a person like myself, we're not talking about the ones just come for the weekend for the parties, but someone like myself who staying active is a part of my daily regimen. And so I try to walk the dog. God forbid I suffer injury walking on that sidewalk. I can always cross the street, can't I? I can always cross the street because if I see danger, I should avert it. But please don't change my route indefinitely, right? I'm being patient and I'm hoping that we can see about that sidewalk soon.
The other thing with the
Yes.
sidewalk, so you know, there's a massive storm drain underneath it.
Yeah, and did you see a part of it is collapsed?
Yeah, so
Yeah.
it takes, it's taking a huge design process. The drain for the city goes from where that sidewalk
Yes.
down to the building we're acquiring. That's the main reason it's required, so we can redo the whole storm drain.
Okay.
It's a huge
Undertaking. Okay, so I'm going to pray then with you all that the Lord will send contractors and persons who are qualified engineers and surveyors and all of that so that my dog and I don't have to reroute. Because the other concern I have has to do with dogs on the loose. So that has to be my route. You see, after I had to scoop up my dog walking down here, being attacked by 2 German Shepherds, I need help. Okay. But notwithstanding, I just want to say thank you so much for the good that you're doing. I applaud your efforts. I look forward to the senior center partnering with our exceptional ed students over there at Lithonia High School for cross-curricular instruction with gardening And I look forward to you helping me to advance that.
Mhm.
I can count on you all for some financial support, can
Yes, well, I don't know
How do
what
I go
financial,
about
wait a
getting
minute,
it?
wait a minute, I thought you was gonna say, hold
yes,
on,
sir.
no, hold on. I cannot
Say
speak,
yes,
I
sir.
can't
We
speak,
got you.
I can't speak for the entire council and the mayor.
you?
But I just wanted to interject that we are just as anxious as you are for
Are you?
that parking lot
Are
to
you?
come to.
Okay.
Yes,
All right,
yes,
all
we
right.
pushing it and
You're
so is
pushing
Chief, he's doing,
Chief is pushing it.
yeah.
Okay. You're welcome. Oh.
Thank you, Ms. Anderson. Thank you.
Mm.
All right, next up, we have Ms. Tamika Churchill for presentation. Reverse. Okay.
So that's something that should be added.
The igloo event, are you needing us to start off over?
Actually, it's been in front of you all a couple times. I was hoping that we can go ahead and get a decision because we were going to move forward with the event.
Okay.
But we discussed it a couple times. The last time we went over event, the parking route, the new situation, and all the accommodations they've made. So I'm looking to get a vote for them.
So that should have been added for action, and it has not.
Vera wants to vote. No, but she has a lot.
Yeah, I didn't even see the igloo.
So how do we do that then? This is, we already,
I will amend Monday.
Can he wait till the mayor's report or the city administrator report, or he needs to come up for the discussion? But it's really up to council. Do y'all want to go ahead and?
No, it'll be tonight, just a little breakdown.
So,
Okay, that's fine, Mayor. That's fine.
What y'all want to do? It's up to y'all.
what concerns did we have? Did we have any concerns?
I think you just said settlement price.
You guys discussed the price of rental of the field. That's been already established.
It's been voted on.
You guys.
Can you come up a minute so we can,
I thought we couldn't find that.
Last time we were on that, we talked about the department, Mayor Shirley voted or put forth a motion that it was $1,000 per field per day. It was voted on in
Per day for a big event like that?
$1,000 per field per day. If they have a
Per
Saturday.
day, 24 hours.
So if it's a setup day on Saturday, that's the $1,000. The event is Sunday, then that's the $1,000 as well per field per day. That's what you all discussed and voted on.
We have the minutes?
Yes.
All right, I'll see the minutes.
what's the date, do you recall? What was the date that we,
It's in
sorry,
May, right?
no, that we discussed it,
Oh,
So
the
they,
date.
that you said we voted on it?
it would have happened in October. And go back and take a look.
Because one time we said we didn't have the minutes of voting on anything. We had
Can
to
you-
discuss
It was a while
it.
back. Now, Mayor Shepherd, I'm sorry,
Commissioner.
Councilwoman Shepherd, brought forth the idea that it would be $1,000 per day per field.
Can you bring that to us before we address that? And this, he can't just pop up right now. Let's get that information to us and let us read over that, make sure, so that we can confirm that, not to say that it's not, so that we can confirm that discussion. And then we can move forward, because right now we're not there. So he'll just have to wait.
Hey, how are you?
Nice to meet you, Ms. Tamika.
Pleasure to meet
I'm
you.
sorry
Good
about that.
evening. No worries, no worries. Good evening, and thank you all for having me today. I want to thank Mr. Reynolds for getting me out and in front of you. And just want to come to say hello, bring you greetings from the DeKalb Regional Land Bank Authority. I am the new executive director, and we are looking forward to the partnership that we have with the city of Lithonia. We've been in the job since July, so we have recently revamped our business processes, and we are looking forward to evaluating and acquiring and working on our mission and our goal for affordable housing, renovation, and economic development here in the city of Lithonia and throughout DeKalb County. And I'm just here to say hello tonight. And I'm happy to meet you. Look forward to partnering with you, visiting with you again. And the land bank is open from Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. If there are any calls, anything that you need from us, any community-inspired ideas where we can collaborate with the city, and we're more than happy to meet with you and discuss those items. So, hello, I'm here and happy that we are partners already, making your.
Right, so that would have been my first question, because we did form that partnership already.
Yes.
And is that like ongoing, it's not having to be renewed or anything?
It will have to be renewed on December 25. So
Okay,
in
so
12
what was the
months.
length of time for that partnership?
4 years.
4 years, and we're
4-year
up
partnership.
in December 2025?
Yes.
Okay.
I do have a quick question.
Sure.
So, I know that it's not really anything active on the list, is there?
Well, we do have a few properties in unincorporated Lithonia, and we have a list of county-owned properties that we're evaluating, where I believe I've identified about 17 that are in the city. I also need to reach out to, I'm not sure whether you all have a real estate department or not, to reach out to see if there are any properties that you have that you would like for us to take into the land bank to manage and hold for you until those are development plan done. So we can, at a later date, we can come back and talk about our programs and what we have to offer and what we can offer to the city. But for right now, we are evaluating just to get an idea of what we call the VAD, vacant, abandoned, and dilapidated inventory is to determine what it is in the area. So if there's someone who has an idea of where those properties are, then I'm happy to meet with them and work with them on getting some evaluations done to figure out some plans.
Thank you for that. My next question is, so what are your plans for the property that DeKalb County owns that you have in your bank at this time? You said it's about 17 in the city?
Well, they're county-owned properties.
Mhm.
They are not in the land bank at the moment because we're evaluating them, and we've got to go to the Board of Commissioners to request that they come into the land bank. If we evaluate them and they are they fit within the parameters of our guidelines, then we can request that they be transferred into the land bank. And but right now we're in the evaluation stages of the properties.
Okay, so how does that process look as far as if you had a dilapidated building
Mhm.
that's been sitting for years and years and years,
Mhm.
and DeKalb County does own it?
Mhm.
What would be the procedure to move forward with trying to beautify that situation?
Okay, so what we do, we will, if it's something that you are that's specific, you can reach out to me and let me know what it is, and I can take a
All
look at it.
righty then.
If we take the property and we manage it and we get it up to code, to standard, make sure it stays clean, then we look for community partners to partner with us on a revitalization project. If you have developers here in the Lithonia area who are willing to take the building, or if the city wants to work on a development plan, then we're more than happy to assist with that as well.
Okay,
Okay.
thank you.
All right.
A quick question. What's the process again with you all when it comes to like properties that have outstanding liens still?
Outstanding tax liens,
Yeah.
are those with the tax commissioner with the DeKalb County?
Yes.
So we can visit, maybe sit down and talk about anything in particular. Do you have a particular interest in any particular properties, or are you talking about just in general all the?
I mean, there is one in particular I could think of, but also in general.
Okay. And would you be interested in having them renovated, or are you interested in?
I mean, I don't really have specific plans.
Okay,
But
okay.
I'm just saying, like, I mean, if you want, I can call you one-on-one if
Sure.
that would be better.
Absolutely.
Okay. What's your number?
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Could I have a card?
Yeah,
Thank you.
I know, bring enough cards. Thank you.
Feel free to give me a call anytime, and I'll be more than happy to.
Thank you. Thank you for
Answer
coming.
Thank you.
All right. We are going to move forward to City of Civility Resolution. Ms. Ashley, you ready?
conservation are already designated as a city of civility. It's a simple renewal of the resolution. I just want to give you all a heads up that I'll be putting on the first meeting in January so that we can retain our civil badge. When we go to GMA and all that good stuff, it lets them know who we are.
All
Okay,
right.
I'll
That's
bring it here for
right.
you at first meeting in January.
Wonderful.
Thank you. GMA Retirement Plan, Chief.
Good evening, everyone. This is just to get a vote by council to stick with the GMA retirement plan. They just need us every 3 to 4 years vote just to say, hey, yep, we want to stick with GMA retirement. So that's all it is.
Just renewal, that's all.
Just renewal, yep.
Okay.
So we're gonna vote on that at the first of the year?
If we could do a vote tonight so we can get it to them by the end of the year.
Perfect. Whenever you're ready, make a motion. You can.
Motion to continue with GMA retirement plan.
Is there a second? Second. Any discussion? All in favor? Any opposed? All right, ayes have it.
Awesome, thank you.
All right, we have Mr. Steve McCoy here, Georgia Works. Hello, you can come forward.
All right. We like PowerPoints.
You like them?
Yeah. All right, how you doing there, sir?
Hi.
It's my assistant there. He's gonna set up a presentation, so I guess it's gonna be,
Yes.
okay. How's everybody doing today?
Good, how you doing, sir?
I'm good.
Wonderful. Nothing.
I'll take a walk.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's up to you. I just can't say. It's up to you. I sent you one. You know,
Says up.
I know you don't like it. I just want to ask you.
If you want to, okay, it don't matter. I didn't do it.
Yeah, I mean,
Don't
do it.
Thank
That thing. I mean, you know, that's on you. But hey, I'm just saying, because when you know, it's storm. So they ask me, you know, what's going on with
Yes,
it.
yeah. I'm gonna do it.
But you don't have to. I want to feel pressure to do it. Yeah, something. I've sent you the.
We'll talk.
Yeah. There's always decision.
Oh, what you know?
Okay, so they want to make it a continuous thing.
That's what we're trying to do. We see what our C budget will allow if we're going to come in and do it manually. Since it's not always easy getting volunteers.
I know.
They did a really good job.
They did. That money was where and when I went somewhere near Evansville, and when I got some of the same people I saw at Evansville, by the time I got to my mother, they were over there too.
Oh, They work.
They went around the whole city.
Yeah.
Same line.
And
That's moving all the way through Royal County. And it's just stopping off at different houses. And then it's your house. And then, okay, that's fine. And that's yours.
so there is.
I wouldn't even change that. Why would I change that? Because the same water running through my house is coming through. If I change that, it's still gonna be the same taste. Right.
Because I think he was saying it's just
Under
it's
the house,
customized. Like it's based on how often,
supposed to be increased.
how many,
Push out.
how much manpower
And
and
then stuff.
the area of that needs to be covered. So he's gonna tell us more. I didn't know somebody was making here.
Yeah, like I said, I don't know what the dogs are. So they use some cameras.
First time you guys heard the people about the phone. That was the first time they came. You told them to just give them a local candidate. You got more information and you highlighted the parking situation. You know, number 6 is when you guys decided on the park fee. Shepherd initiated the motion. Ms. Howard seconded it. $1,000 per day per fee. You don't have.
No matter if it's 1 hour or 4 hours.
It's not different than the 750 we had last year.
Yeah, so that was a change.
I remember it was $200 an hour at one time.
No, see, remember, we did the 1,000 because you had.
It's like, what did they
together.
That was made when she was.
Yeah, see, so that's why I don't know why you make a big deal, because we don't never change it, right?
Because, the 200 an hour was like, okay, so if they're only there 2 hours, so we only got 4 hours, we only get $400, but we reserve the field the whole day. So now, it don't matter if you only do the 2 hours, no, because the field's still off.
Right, I remember that.
Right, because if you're there for 2 hours,
What price of the field? Yeah,
so they can come in at 9.
I know at one time we talked about the price based on the number.
That morning, what time we open? Or 6, if they got there at 6 in the morning, to when we close at 9.
Yeah,
And then they gotta be out of there.
Right.
So our day is from what to what?
So dusk, normally say dusk to dawn. Dusk to dawn, but a lot
They
of
having a
times,
party.
but remember, a lot of times they come before council, they have to be done by 10. Then they would ask, I think we had, no, 9, then they, remember they asked for 10 o'clock on,
On special
holidays.
holiday.
Yeah. See, the biggest thing. Yeah. Really did. The biggest thing we had was what? The church. Yeah.
No, I think the church has got a little better on time.
We charged the rodeo because they had to clean, they had to put it back.
Because they could tell.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I just updated them on everything and called them back up to speed.
Gotcha.
Okay. Mayor Reynolds, I don't have, on my good head, answer any questions. If you all, please give me a vote. Yes, please. Yeah, they're still working on their presentation, so we're gonna bump him in, so yeah.
Absolutely. VIP, not less than that.
Okay, go ahead. Okay. What day is it?
May 3rd.
May 3rd.
All right, I make a motion.
Okay. So that's where I stepped out.
And the end time is 10 p.m.
What's the hours? Did we give you hours?
Yes.
Yeah, the event itself starts from 3
3,
to 10.
3 to 10?
Yeah.
And we approved the 10?
Yes.
It's a holiday, got you.
All right,
Free
I would like
meals?
to
No,
make
just
a,
I said free meals, just us.
I would like to make a motion to approve the Igloo event on May the 3rd from 3 to 10 p.m.
All right, is there a second?
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? All right, ayes have it. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Right.
Presentation ready?
Sorry for the delay.
It's okay.
Visual helps. I could have did it off the cuff, but this will help. First of all, thank you for having us here, Councilman Inman. And Georgia Works did a cleanup in September, and that precipitated this. We were able to come out. So Georgia Works is a nonprofit, tax-exempt job development program for men. It's a second chance program. We house about 100 men. They receive housing, food, clothes, wraparound services, case management, addiction counseling, etc. We offer job placement, but it starts with our street team operations, which is supervised work for them to get to come back, get the grit, us to assess them, evaluate them on their punctuality, leadership skills, attention to detail. What are the barriers that they have? Maybe it's an anger issue. Maybe it's that they're an introvert and have to learn how to work with people. So this is an intensive way, an important way for us to observe them before we put them in a work situation with where they're going to be unsupervised. So we supervise our own guys, take them out, and we've started getting contracts so that we have a way to justify and keep them there versus in the past, they used to go out in other places for work. They weren't work ready. So this has been something that we've done intentionally the past 2 years. We went from 2 contracts to 18 now and growing. And as a result of those relationships, we're able to cultivate them better as far as terms about workforce development. Some of the people that we are in business with are up there. City of Atlanta is a major client, the Atlanta Downtown Improvement District, West End Merchants Coalition, the ATL Airport CID, City of Riverdale, City of East Point, Ward D, City of College Park, so on and so forth. For us, this is an exciting time because of the model that we've had. We feel like we're on traction to really improve on our past success in terms of putting the men into self-sufficiency positions. And then we're also looking forward to starting a Georgia Works for Women. Our CEO is a female, so that's in the works. And then we're moving to the old Oddfellows building, if anybody knows Atlanta, downtown in Sweet Auburn. We purchased that building for $14 million. So to be open in spring of this year, summer of this year. These are some of our partners that we work with: City of Riverdale, City of Atlanta, as I mentioned, the Downtown Improvement District. Some of these partners will employ our men, which is important. We have men that actually work in College Park because of the street team work that we've done out this way. And we have Pro Cutters Lawnscapes, which partners with our men, University of Georgia State University, so on and so forth. So this I'm very proud of because this is a reflection of the work that we've done, being out on the street, people that have met us, the word of mouth that has happened, and it's created a lot of opportunities for us to move around and expand what we're doing, which is good for our brand, it's good for the community, it's good for the city, it's good for the counties. And moving forward, that's the last one there. These are some highlights of our cleanup on September 14th. And that was pivotal in that we actually are making an intentional effort to come into DeKalb County. We're already in Cobb, Gwinnett, Clayton, and Fulton. We partnered with the Blessed Divas organization, who we've done work with in the past. So that started all of this. Today, before we came, that's where I was in Savannah uniform to help with our College Park partner. We've been out there for 2 years, and we go to their yard and put our bags there. So we started that today, and then these are some of the projects we've done recently. That was on Saturday in the City of Riverdale, which is a partner. We go out there monthly and clean for them. We did about 4 hours. We did about 18 bags of trash, 16 tires. Their public works teams picks it up. November, we were in the Bankhead area of Atlanta, District 9. Those are the bags that we did in a day. With our team, we went out. We've been out there several times. There's a lot of trash there, so we try to help that area as best as we can. A lot of illegal dumping. So we had that. And then that's a cleanup we did in August in Vine City. First time, another one of our partners. We did 81 bags of trash and 18 tires in a weekend. They brought that dumpster out, and we didn't stop until it was full, and that was right ahead of the National Night Out. So anywhere where we're needed, we're going to be. A Little 5 Points Halloween Festival Parade is a 2-day event that we've done 3 years now, and we're big on encampments. So if you guys had any homeless issues or dumping issues, we can come out in a few hours and knock a lot of that out. I want to just say to the city, it's a smaller city. We had a lot of fun when we came here. It doesn't matter where we go. We do this work because so many people benefit from our creator. We're honoring the planet and the work that we do to honor him to different communities. It's good for our men to be able to work in different areas, see different things. And as a result of this work, which we do, we started out without any contracts doing this work. So monthly, we're very intentional in going out and doing these cleanups. And that's how we've gotten contracts, because people want to see us. And we shape those based on the budgets of every city, as I explained to Councilman. And nobody says no, because if we could do this for free at one time, we can do it to make sure we meet the budgets of each city. So if you guys are open for business and we can be of any help to you, well, we would be honored to move forward on that in the future. So hopefully this kind of sheds some light, and if you have any questions or anything, I'd be happy to answer them.
So, go ahead.
So, yeah, I got one. So, as far as the manpower, is it, you have to be a certain number, or is like the price for the group? Or how does it work?
We usually will do, I told Councilman Emma, 6 people usually is a crew, depending on the size of the job. There wasn't a picture up there, but we were in Atlanta around Fulton Industrial, Martin Luther King. For 4 hours, we did 153 tires and 33 bags with 6 guys, but it was just one area. So if we have it depends on the budget, the need of the work, the scope of the work, and then we will determine from that what type of crew size we are. But normally we will go out, if you're asking for a price on a crew,
I'm just saying.
yeah, we would go anywhere from 150 to 200 range, depending on what it is. And often what we do is, if it's a 6-man job, we like to be efficient with the work. So we're going to charge you for 6, and then we might put 10. Like in that Riverdale picture, they paid for 6 people. We put 12 in.
Right.
Because it's just a good partnership, and again, it's about getting the work done. So it's not always about the work, but initially when we started this, it was about us doing work and getting equipment to continue to do the work, getting uniforms, getting pickers, getting bags, and us not having to pay for it. And then a light bulb went off and said, hey, there's people out here who really need us on a larger level. So we went from small associations to now we're doing municipalities, and eventually we'll start going to GDOT and larger places like that. So we're kind of growing into a full-scale operation for what we're doing. And hopefully this will lead to guys getting hired, because this is work anybody physically can do if they're in decent health. So
Does that help them with the transition requirements? That's what
Yes.
that does? Okay.
And some of these places like College Park, East Point, Riverdale now, because of the work, they are asking us about hiring some of our men into their vacant. So that's the beauty of what we're doing. So by doing it this way, we're creating job opportunities for the men that they can do.
Yeah.
You know.
I tell you, that sounds good. That sounds like what they need for the Bruce Street Cemetery. If we had a group.
That sounds good.
Yeah, we have other jobs as well that we pay supervisor work. The Georgia World Congress Center, Rocket Farms Restaurants, for people that have the skill set. Westview Cemetery is a longtime partner of ours. Pro Cutters, we just got with them this year, so we send men out there, they evaluate them, and then they will hire them on. And we're continuing. We work with the city of Atlanta, we work with the city of Morrow. So that's another way that we actually place the men from this cleanup crew into those types of positions so that they can get employment.
Yeah, so back in September, I was very impressed with Georgia Works, the employee here. You know how hard it is trying to get people to volunteer and clean up. And like I told him, I started to clean up since I've been on council, which was about 8 years ago. And, you know, it's like we'll find out amount of people that come out, you know, and it's just kind of hard. And you know, when you have a group of people that's all you all do, basically, it makes life easier. And at the end of the day, we all want to see that our city is beautified. Like that's one of the things I stood on when I ran for council. So I'm trying to uphold my word. And so it's really great to have met you guys, and I would love to know what you all think. That's why I wanted him to come out here, especially since you guys were impressed with the cleanup in September. And even people that I don't know, like I heard people saying, "Oh wow, it's really clean out here." You know, so that's a good look for the city overall. So why not continue that? So I don't know what you all think about hiring them on, maybe what our budget might look like, but that's a discussion. And it's perfect timing for him to come and talk to us now because we're going into a year. So I would love personally to see that we bring them on in some type of capacity because me doing these little quarterly cleanups sometimes, I don't know, you know, and we even receive emails from people about the so-called city of Lithonia looking trashy, even though it might be other parts, but you know, these kind of things will definitely shine a light on that kind of stuff. So what do you guys think? You know, this is just discussion, but I want to know what you guys think about that.
Well, I have a thought. There's some folks around here that need that type of job. That's what I'm saying. You know, that's walking around sleeping on benches. Somebody need to wake them up and say, "Hey, we got a job for you. Here's a stick. You can clean up some stuff." You know, that's just my thoughts. If there's a possibility, we can kind of round up, you know, some folks in Lithonia to participate. Give them a job. You know,
well, let me say this now.
Okay, it's a thought. It's just a thought. Okay, don't beat me up.
No, I'm not beating you up, but Councilman Howard, you were not able to attend any of our cleanups thus far. Okay, so that just shows me how hard it is to get people to participate. Not saying you don't.
Okay, but when you're talking about money, then that's what I'm saying. Not really.
Not really.
Okay, cool.
You know, yeah. But I just wanted to put that out there because, like I said, it is like pulling teeth trying to get people to volunteer. Okay, I have been at the forefront, as y'all know. So, you know, and I appreciate Ms. Lynn, Mayor, Honoré, you know, not trying to single you out, but I'm just saying they have seen up close and personal how hard it is. And when you guys do show up, how many people are usually there?
That many.
Okay, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
So I'm tired of being the ringer and trying to pull people together. And the work just falls on whoever's there. Me and my family, basically. My mom, my sister. My sister's here today. Thank you, Shakira. You know? So it's a little overwhelming. And we have a city where image is everything in any city. So, you know, I want him to be able to act in some capacity, even if it's just having this discussion like now and just trying to see like what we can do to kind of start us off. And I'm not saying we have to go all out for the first time, but just kind of like measure it and see like, okay, do it one time. All right. Based on the work, we can do this now, maybe like a month, every month, or every 2 months, or every 3 months, you know, to just kind of keep some type of system of order and cleanliness. That's all.
You got a lot of things to do.
To my credit, I clean up every weekend on Kanye Street. Every weekend they throwing beer cans and bottles out the window.
That's the street she lives on.
Well, it's a long street. I mean, I do. I mean, you saying,
Okay.
yes.
One of the things I will say to council members' point, if people are not inspired, and if I was running for office, I would probably make this something that I would want to, because when we're out there, you can see the inspiration that it gives to people, that people do care about that potato chip bag over there. And we will get homeless people sometimes when we come to a really, really bad area who will start asking to help us along. One of the things we're adding to this that people are asking, and she made a good point, is outreach, because we are a homeless services organization. So we can relate to that guy on the bench about, hey, you can and telling him about our program. So we've added that layer of community engagement to being present. The last thing I'll say is there's different things for everybody. So I'm pretty sure if we sat down at the table and we talked about what your needs are and what your budget is, we could find something. Because Riverdale, we go once a month. College Park, we go once a week, but they're about to go twice a week. They have a different situation. And we have, most of them go once a week. We have the Bankhead one with the 53 bags. They call us as they need us. So I think it would be a good public relations thing for your neighborhood, your constituents, and the outcomes would be there because she'll tell you, we didn't want to leave until the work was done. That's the difference. No, we're not going because we got 3 more streets that we do while we're out here. So we're going to go that extra that I think will make a difference. So whatever you guys decide will be honored. And we will be back in 2025, irrespective of what comes out of here, to do another cleanup for your community.
Thank you.
You're very welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you.
It's good information.
We don't have anything. All right, mayor's report. Is that all on the agenda? That's it. I think.
It was really short.
Does it say that we have real estate that we need to go into? Is that what it is?
Yes, that's right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can I do our reports and updates before we get? Okay. All right. Mayor's report. Only thing I have is a great time. What was that? December 7th. We had an awesome time. It was a little different, but different is always good. The Winter Wonderland on Main Street was a success. That theme, that what was it called? I think who was that? No, who was it? The gamer. Yeah, that was amazing. Yeah. So thank you, Ashley, for that. That was a good look for the city of Lithonia. We didn't do the parade, but that's okay. But I got a question for council. I want to know, if possible, if we can have our own event planner. You know, like how we have different holidays throughout the year, and we say, oh, we want to do this, we want to do this. A lot of times it's always on the council and our administrative team to put it together, and then sometimes we summon Miss Andrea to do it. Is it possible we can like figure out, maybe we have to interview or look at other, event planners, just one person that can do all our events for 2025? If you can think about that, anybody that you all know, that's what I want, because I want everything to be lined up, in the years to come, what we're doing, so we can put it out there early, just like the parade. We always, that first parade that chief headed up, that was awesome. That's the look that I want to continue to do. So it's different things, Halloween is always a hit, but different holidays, but if we can get someone to just, help us brand us and help us look good.
Yeah.
Just wanted to run that by.
Yeah, because we kind of do last minute sometimes.
Yeah, because we got a lot on our plate, so it happened. So I just wanted to see if that's possible.
Yeah,
and also, thank you for welcoming the land bank and the LDBA in, so we could get that, because I don't think they ever came before. We had that agreement, but we never seen a person. So thank you for agreeing to do that for us. But other than that, that's all I have now. This is our last meeting of the year, and we're closing out real good. So I'm grateful for that. And I also want to make sure that you recognize, is it Officer Roseberry or is it Sergeant Roseberry? What's the title? What is?
I am the Director of Code Enforcement.
Ooh. Well, I guess I better write that down.
I got a crown for that. I am so happy to see this lady here today.
I know,
she does an amazing job making us look good. So what is and I want to ask you, since you heard Georgia Works, what is your opinion on that? Because to me, I feel like it's needed. At least once a month. But
I just had a conversation today
okay.
with the Cobb County NBM program and the nuisance abatement. They are going to give us enough money to tear down 5 houses next year. So I'm going to push forward with nuisance abatement. Also rewriting the ordinance that will institute where we can collect at least 6 times the tax on anyone that requires a lien on their property for not keeping their property up within the city limits. We're gonna push now, so if they move their property, they'll clean up. If they don't, they'll move.
Okay.
Okay, well, there's our budget right there. Thank you.
That's
I
it.
appreciate that. Thank you. All right, council. I'm gonna start from my right. Ms. Nguyen, good to see you, Councilwoman.
Good to see you too.
All right, you have anything update for us today?
A little bit, not really, but really. Ms. Anderson was speaking about her, the sidewalk. And I am speaking about, the pavement. As I turn into my driveway, the pavement is sinking. It's going in. It's a lot, have you seen it?
Your street's on the list when we do the pavement.
Okay, and not only that, the easement all the way in the back, the Camp County was supposed to have come and fixed that. They did come out about a year and a half ago, and they did put yellow tape up because it's just sinking in, it's going in. And it really needs to be taken care of before I don't know how that would affect coming up. Coming up all the way up to the driveway. It's at the very end of the yard, and as it sinks, certain parts of the yard, that area is going into. And it's been
You said the back of your property or the front?
the back. As you turn it,
Where the,
fence is all the way in the back.
there's an empty
So-
lot back there.
The storm drain line, and to our new director, I hate to put this on you, but I'm just wondering what's happening next door to me, because it seems as though my neighbors, they're good people, but at the same time, they have somehow combined those two yards together. Right, so I don't know if there's anything in place where they should come to the city, make you all aware of what's going on or how to handle it.
So
But
they took the fence down in between and put the parcels together.
yeah, the partial together.
It almost looks like a trucking company back there.
It is.
Yeah, because we looked back there once before. Mhm.
We did, you did, you came down
Yeah,
and
walked
it
down.
was smelling because some of the neighbors were complaining
That they
too.
had tapped into the
Right.
sewer line.
All right, thank you, Ms. Mayor.
I just have a question. I'm sorry. Is it Roseberry or Rosemary?
It's room.
Roseberry. I don't know why I want to say Rosemary. What's the name of the grant that you mentioned earlier with DeKalb County?
Okay, it's called the in-realm and nuisance abatement.
In-realm and nuisance. Okay.
And Randy Anderson usually runs that for DeKalb County.
Okay.
So we're getting together, all of us are trying to get together, and all of y'all familiar with Marcus Robinson. He's with Stone Press. We're all meeting and trying to get together because we are doing our own little combined because all our cities right neck and neck. So what we're trying to do is see where one is picking up, where one is ending, because the infrastructure throughout this area has not been redone in years. It's time for an awakening for everybody to understand what it's gonna take. It is not just gonna appear and change within a year or even 2 years. But what needs to happen is the top part needs to get cleaned up first, so that we can see what's on the ground. So that's what we're fixing to concentrate on, and we're gonna work together and move this thing, and you'll see the push for coming in, because I am also getting with DeKalb County when they do their, it's called they can keep DeKalb beautiful.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
So that team usually works with me, whatever I'm doing on different projects, so that would be a big help. And I do have Girl Scouts, as you know, that come out and help me. I have the Omegas, the Deltas, they move with me. So we can get you, we got you,
Okay, sounds good.
we got you.
Yeah, I can't think of anything. Oh, Mayor, I know I saw it last minute, but the toy drive, I don't, we didn't mention it, so I was like, let me just say it real quick.
Oh, yeah, it's been up since, October?
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay,
we just
don't
been,
want to forget about that.
Yeah.
In case you guys want to, deliver some toys, I guess here to the city hall, right? I'm gonna try to bring
by
some
Wednesday,
by Wednesday.
need them back. What about you, Councilman? Do you have anything?
Oh, me? No, but I did enjoy that picture you sent of Conyers. I mean, I thought
Oh,
it was
today.
exactly,
Yeah,
that gives us a good idea of what it could be. And we talked about it, so I think that should be
Did I
the
miss that
blueprint.
picture?
yeah, take a look at it. It's in the.
How have we been doing with the parking on those bricks? That's another reason to preserve those bricks. Because I rode by there,
You saw something?
not lately, because I haven't really been able to look. So it's been clear there's no trucks riding. Yeah, I mean, that's another reason to preserve them so that we can beautify that. It's my turn. Also, the trucks that's been parking across from the mobile home on Center Street is fabulous, other than the trash that was left by the truckers. It looks great to ride by there and no trucks are parked there. They had one time as many as 5 those big transit trucks parked by the train, and CXS allowed us to put no parking over there. So it looks a whole lot better. Maybe we could even get some grass eventually. Not. Also, there's a toy box that's for the city that's also been placed down at the Cab Senior Center. So if you're in that area, you could also drop the toy off.
Awesome.
Okay, that's all I have. Thank you,
That's
Mayor.
it. All right, thank you. Is there a need for, oh, I'm sorry, Chief, did you have anything for us as an update? Any city admin stuff?
This, as far as the city manager stuff, I got calls today about a drone flying over on Main Street. That's the survey crew, doing the survey for that property in the parking lot. So they were over there. They've got to do a closing survey, and they're going to tie that into the actual survey of the whole entire lot, including what we're trying to get. So
That's near William Street.
yeah. So Mayor heard one of the calls come in about the drone flying. So yeah, they thought it was us flying a drone. It wasn't us, but it was the surveyors flying the drone to move forward on all that. Other than that, we had a great Christmas dinner. Appreciate everybody coming out.
Yeah, that was lovely.
Yeah, thanks for the food.
So
Great place
that's all I
to
have.
All right, is there a need for executive session?
Yes, ma'am.
Is it real estate, just real estate, that's it? All right, council, just real estate? That's all we got tonight. All right, I need a motion to go on executive session.
make a motion, go into executive session for real estate.
Is there a second?
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? All right, ayes have it. Thank you so much. So executive session, just in case you're not aware, you all have to leave us for a moment.
Thank you guys for coming. I
I'm
appreciate
so
it.
Thank you.
sorry.
Hey, Miss Shan.
Enjoy your work. I'll see you
Hey,
next month.
babe. How y'all doing? All right. Good night.
How's it going?
Thank you for your membership, PTSD.